Hey guys, Exodious here bringing you all another review. This time I'm giving you guys a first impression and first week review on the Sony WH-1000XM4 Bluetooth noise cancelling headphones. Now upon sliding out the inner box you have the headphone case containing the XM4s, along with the warranty and other quick start manuals. The case is a nice hard case with a nice nylon feel to it with a nice bronze colored metal zipper on it. The XM4s have a very soft feeling to them, like a coating over all the exposed plastic pieces, while the headband and ear cups are lined with a leather material. The left side contains a power button, which also doubles as a pairing button, and a custom button that is set to switch between ambient mode, noise cancelling mode, and no mode. It also houses a headphone jack, allowing you to use the XM4s with an analog headphone cable that is included. While the right side contains the USB-C charging jack, the cable is also included in the box. The right panel on the headphones allows you to gesture different things for the music/content you're listening to. Some of these gestures include swiping up or down to turn the volume up or down, left or right to change the song, and double tapping to play or pause. Many people have complained about the gestures being inconsistent at times, but I haven't had any issues with it yet. The noise cancelling is excellent, so much so it actually takes a little time to get used to. When I first turned the headphones on, I was greeted by the noise cancelling mode, and it seems to automatically enable whenever I do turn on the headphones. It almost gave me a headache at first, it was so good at blocking out the background noise. On the opposite end of the spectrum, you have an ambient noise mode with roughly 20 different levels, as well as a voice focus mode. While this ambient noise mode is nowhere near as clear or as loud and audible as the mode on my Galaxy Buds Pro, it does allow you to remain aware of your surroundings depending on the volume of your music. Now, if you're someone who listens to your music on the louder side, you're probably going to have issues hearing anything outside of the headphones, but if you listen on the quieter side like I do, I think you'll still be able to tell the things around you. You just may not be able to hear people perfectly clear without pausing your music. I could hear vehicles and things passing me and things going on behind me, people honking or whatever at the post office when I was taking out my dog in the morning. But like I said, one of the ladies talked to me about the dog and I had to take the headphones off to be able to hear it. It's just not quite as loud as the Galaxy Buds Pro, but it is efficient enough to allow you to be aware of your surroundings. Sound quality is obviously a huge factor when it comes to headphones, and while I'm sure these really aren't a perfectly flat, accurate representation, and they're not quite along the lines of studio monitors, but I believe that they do have a very nice sound to them. I wouldn't say they're quite too bright or too muddy when it comes to the lower frequencies either. I've had fatiguing headphones and earbuds and speakers before, and I can't say that these are anywhere on that spectrum. They sound amazing with no EQ, as I prefer flat sounding music. I like to listen to the music the way that the artist prepared it for me. So I leave them flat, but they do have bass boosting, treble boosting, and anything in between. If you're an audiophile, I don't think you'll be upset with the sound of the XM4s, but I don't think you'll be impressed with them either. Now, the XM4s are very feature-packed. When I first started looking for Bluetooth earbuds, I was looking for something that allowed you to connect it to two different devices at once, thinking that there was something that allowed them to simultaneously play, but these ended up allowing you to connect to two different devices, and they will seamlessly swap back and forth between the two. Say you're watching a movie on your iPad, as I do, and a phone call shows up on your phone. You can pause the Netflix and it'll automatically connect to your phone, because it technically automatically is connected, but it'll automatically switch to your phone, allowing you to hear your phone call and respond and everything as well. Along with the Bluetooth connection, these also do allow an analog connection using the included 3.5mm headphone cable. You charge these using a USB-C cable, which is included, as I've mentioned before. And in the headphone case itself, there is an airplane adapter allowing you to connect to your headphone cable and connect it right to the headphone jack in your seat on your airplane. No power adapter is included in the case, while the cables and things are, but you pretty much can just plug the USB cable or use any USB cable and power adapter that you may have for your Galaxy phone, your iPad, or whatnot. I use the one for my Note 20 Ultra and it seems to work great. Now, speaking of charging, Sony claims you'll get 30 hours of battery life with these while using noise cancelling, and 37 hours if you turn the noise cancelling off. It uses a little bit more power, obviously, And with a 10-minute charge, you can get up to 5 hours of playtime. So if you need to quick charge and they're completely dead and you need to get on the road, that's a plus, I'd say. It takes roughly around 3 hours to fully charge these. It seems like a very long time, but truthfully, you really won't be charging them very much. You'll be, depending on your listening usage, you'll be able to go weeks or so without charging. Days probably more so, but if you use them very frequently, haven't really had to charge them, but I like to keep things charged. But you're probably good if you're a heavy listener, going about a week or so before you charge them. But you can also just plug them in every night like you do your phone or something as well. Supported Bluetooth codecs are Spvce, AAC, and LDAC, while the XM3s also included aptX, which allowed for a more low latency Bluetooth connection. Now, I haven't noticed much latency with these yet, but I believe that our phones and tablets, for the most part, do compensate for this latency. And I bought them knowing that they had the analog connection to allow myself to use the wire if I needed anyway, if there was too much latency. But I haven't noticed too many problems with it so far. My Galaxy Buds Pro I could not use to edit videos on my laptop because of Windows codecs and the latency that was involved. Now let's get to prices. On release, these had an MSRP price of $359.99. And while the features and everything hold up very well, you're not going to find them brand new too much cheaper than that unless you're willing to deal hunt on Facebook Marketplace or eBay, as I did with mine. Now, you can find these on Amazon renewed for about $100 off. Now, the price of $360 may seem very expensive for a headphone. It was to me too. I personally would not pay $360 for any set of headphone, but I think with all the features that you do get with these, I think they're well worth the $360 price tag. But personally, I would probably go renewed, just as I've never had an issue with the Amazon renewed products. And that's just speaking from personal experience. Now, would I recommend these headphones? I'd say yes. The sound quality is great, they're very comfortable, they're very well built. I love them personally. I don't have a single issue with them, except for a few things that you should know. They don't really have any type of resistance towards sweat, rain, dust, or anything above. So there are numerous forum postings on Reddit about people using them at the gym and stuff. I wouldn't necessarily recommend it if you do seriously fear damaging them. Now, behind each headphone cup there is foam and things, so I guess you would be the real gauge on if you think they'd be safe to wear or not. I don't sweat a whole lot, but I wouldn't necessarily want these on my head in the gym. I probably would go with my earbuds, or I'd go with the XM4 earbud variant that Sony also offers. Now, as long as that's not an issue, there's not too many other things I would complain about at all. There actually is a Sony app you download on your phone to control them, which I believe works very well. They're very feature-packed, they sound great, they fit great, they're comfortable. Many people complained about the ear cups kind of insulating your ear and becoming very hot and sweaty. I didn't notice too much of it, but it's also not 100 degrees here, as it's still springtime here in North Carolina. Now, I have noticed that the side of my head does sweat a little while using them, but I don't think it's profusely or anything to really worry about. And they sound great. They're great for the money. I personally would never pay something like $500 for the AirPod Maxes, but that's personally just me. I've also done a little bit of research to try to find cloth ear cups for these, and I did find one company in China that's selling them through AliExpress for about $20. Now, I will keep you guys updated if I do end up getting those and let you guys know what I think. But over and above all, I do recommend these. I'd probably rate them. I've had Bose Quiet Comforts before. I believe I had 15s and 25s, never the Bluetooth models yet. They're a little too expensive brand new for me, but I would rate these about an 8.5 or 9. The only way I think they could really improve these is by giving some resistance to dust, rain, or sweat. And maybe improve the ambient noise mode a little, just to make it a little louder so I can hear things going on outside a little bit clearer. But over and above all, they're amazing the way they are. Now, if there's anything you'd like to see me review in the future, please leave a comment and telling me what it may be, or if there's anything you'd like to see me do. Thank you guys all for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Down in the description below, there are affiliate links to these headphones, both the brand new pair and renewed pair through Amazon. If you purchase through these links, it is no extra charge to you, but I will earn a little bit of money off of them. So thank you guys very much for supporting the channel. I will see you guys in the next video. Peace out.